Welcome, 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 welcome. What a beautiful day it is. It is 11:04 p.m. on a wonderful Friday. I don't know if you all have been along with us on this journey of a week that we've been on, but you talk about the high of highs, the lows of lows, and then we get to the best day of the week. The lead into a good, beautiful weekend. Crawfish season is popping. We are ready to get to a day off from work. The grind is stopping, and our boys send us home the right way. The right way. David, what y'all can't see right now is I have my candle burning. I'm burning all the negative energy away. I'm letting it go. We have our hat equals bat powers restored.
Right
David
there.
and I were
Right there.
talking. Right, David and I were talking earlier today, and I realized like the last week and a half I've been wearing my new Toonsis hat, and that's when the bat started struggling. And David realized, oh hell, around that same time, I started covering the games, and I haven't been bringing my hat. And you think it's coincidence? It is not a coincidence.
Nope.
Hat power is bat power, damn it. We are back, and we are joined tonight by the one and only Justin Babin Jr.,
Yes, sir.
pinch hitting like Omar Cerna, coming in, stepping up to the plate like he's heavy Z, as my wife calls Zach York, coming through in the clutch like he is Derek Curiel. Justin Babin, how you feeling tonight, my man?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to do my first show with y'all. Paul, I'm not here to replace you, my friend. I'm not here to replace you. I love you. I love
Wildly
you to
Pip.
death, Paul, but really excited to be here with y'all tonight.
So Justin's Lou Gehrig, Paul is Wally Pip. If you know, you know. David, I want to know what did the scene feel like on from the sideline pregame? Did it just feel like it was a we're gonna go out, we're just gonna play ball today? Like,
That's 100% what it felt like. Zach asked me the same thing. He said that, notice any differences. I said, no. I said, if anything, they looked looser. I imagine whatever they did, whatever changes and whatever they worked on was yesterday. That was the focus. And then today it looked like Jay was just emphasizing just going to play ball and have fun. And that's the best thing you can do in baseball. The more you press, the worse it's going to get. They were, I was, standing right there by them before they took infield, outfield in pregame, and they were all standing, just kind of huddled up right by first base, waiting to take the field. And Jay was in the huddle with them, laughing and joking, and you don't see Jay do a whole lot of laughing and smiling and all of that when on a baseball field. So when I saw that, it was kind of like, all right, I feel good about this. It was just loose and let's go play ball.
I know you looked into Sacramento State a lot more than I have and ever will. It's just is what it is. So was tonight more of the bats actually getting back to being themselves, or was their pitching just that bad? Was this the best set of arms that we've seen so far this season?
They're
Or
starting
worse,
all
shall I
three.
say? I'm sorry.
No, you good. All three starting pitchers coming into this week had like really good stats, and like they've played some decent teams. I don't think it was just the pitching being that bad. Now behind the starter, when he gives up seven, and only goes an inning, and then by the
Yeah.
time he's out of there, like I didn't, I don't know as much about like the bullpen for them. So, wouldn't be surprised if what we saw after Ethan Lay exited the game was more of, just their lower tier arms, that they weren't going to waste, in a game in that situation. But no, they're all three of their starters were like in the mid twos as far as ERA
Mm.
goes,
Hmm.
striking out, more than one per inning, not giving up a ton of hits, not walking a lot of guys. Like they're not bad, the starting pitchers. So that was seeing them do that against their ace, was definitely, intriguing and good to see.
No, I completely agree. And Justin, something I've talked about with this LSU team, even when we were winning, was the fact that it was, it wasn't good that we started slow. And for the first time, for what it felt like all year, in the first inning, you put up a cricket number. And then you followed up all the way through consistently throughout the game, and even to the point where you started seeing some of the backups coming in. You just saw the bats stay active the entire way through. How did that feel for you? Is that kind of confirmation as to what this team can be, or do you feel like this is just a one-off?
No, like I've said it this entire week. Like obviously the 6 games before this, you went 3-3 and you really struggled as an offense. But like the first 8 games of the season, you were peppering the baseball. I mean, you were absolutely mashing the ball. So we saw the first 8 games of the season what you were able to do. And we've seen really before this, Paul was talking about it on his show the other day. You really only saw LSU jump on teams, I believe the Nichols game and the UCF game. Like those were the 2 games where LSU actually jumped on their opponents early, right? Tonight, you scored 7 in the first 2 innings. Like you score all 15 runs in the first 4. And like part of it for me is like I think in the last 6 games, obviously, I don't know everything about what's been going on, if they've been pressing a little bit or being a little bit too aggressive or leaving their game plan a little bit. I know Jay talked about that, straying away from like the plan and all of that, right? But I think when you're trailing as much as this team has been, like they were trailing early against Northeastern, they were trailing early against ULL, like that can cause your offense to press. Like that can cause your offense to feel pressure. So like going up early can actually get your offense looser. It can help your offense. It can like relieve the stress. We're actually working with a lead. We're not working from behind. So we don't have to press and be like, oh, we're losing 3-0 already after the first inning to ULL. We're losing like 4-0 after the second inning, top of the second against Northeastern. Like that helps your offense get in a groove. And I think that was a big part of helping this offense break out tonight.
I need both of your insights on this. What like the fact that we were able to break out and jump out early in the first inning, what do you both feel like was the difference? Was it the approach, or was it just like, and when I say approach, was it the approach at the plate, the game plan? Did you see or notice anything that maybe we didn't do differently? And also the changes in the lineup, inserting Rucker and Braun into the starting role, like in the field this time. Do you think, how did that affect the batting tonight as well?
Paul mentioned it because Jay mentioned it after the game on Wednesday. The number one thing I think it was that they took advantage of Sacramento State mistakes. They hadn't been doing that. Jay mentioned that Wednesday after the game that they had not been hitting the mistakes that they should be hitting and doing what they needed to do with them. He mentioned tonight, I think Jake Brown or Casey Evans even mentioned it. Look, Paul, like he just said it. Like that's 100% what it was. They just hadn't been doing that, and you have to. You baseball's hard enough as it is. You've got to take advantage of those moments and those pitches that are left over the plate. And on the other side of it, the Northeasterns and the McNeeses and the ULLs had been taking advantage of every mistake that LSU pitching made. So finally it flipped back, the way, you would expect it to be under a team like this, under a J team, was that they took advantage of mistakes. And he was asked after if tonight was more of them executing whatever their game plan was, what they had talked about. And he like emphatically said yes.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Justin? What do you think it was?
For me, I think it's the start. And maybe this isn't anything different because they've been hitting at the top of the lineup all season. But like Jake Brown has been the best offensive player on this team all season. And one of the things I'm most excited about is I see Derek Curiel heating up. Like I see Curiel finding it, heating it up. Like I was texting Paul about it, and he was like, he's not finding it, brother. He found it. Like he is heating up. He had 3 hits against ULL. He had 3 hits, 2 doubles, his first home run of the season tonight. Like Curiel is seeing the ball really, really well. And like when he's on, he's He's the best player on this team. Like when he's on, he's the best player on this team. He's a first round draft pick. Like he's a future big leaguer when he's on. And to me, it was like Curiel getting the leadoff double, and then Brown hits the bomb, and we're like, let's go, boys. Yep. Like your two veteran leaders come out and say, let's go, boys. Let's get on them, and let's get on them quick. Because even throughout this, I think your top two hitters, even throughout this struggle, have been Derek Curiel and Jake Brown, only guys with multiple hits in the past few games leading into this one.
I think it's so important, especially it being those two, because in teams of past, your best bats weren't typically your first two bats in the lineup. They had setup guys in front of them. We had Cruz protecting Tommy White in our national championship run. We had Barrett Jones had protection in front of him last year. The fact that you have two guys who can bat over 300, well over 300, can leave the yard at any moment, can hit for multiple bases, not just singles, going in your first two lineup. And then your 3-4 hole hitters are guys who can absolutely pepper the yard all over the place too. Makes an impeccable difference. If you think about this lineup that Jay sets for the baseball team, it's like a spear. The tip of the spear isn't the one that's necessarily doing the damage, but it's the one that's breaking through. And if everybody else can follow along that tip, then Jesus Christ, you're about to rip some things apart. Paul, and this is why I love doing the show with you guys, because I learned so much. Paul talked about breaking down Derek Curiel's swing last week and the hitch that he had. And in the last two games, I know I can, since it's been pointed out to me, I can see just how much smoother his swing has been. And it looks like he's not fighting against himself anymore. And you can see that coming through in where the ball is being placed. It's not just coming off his bat and just dying in the middle of the air, or it's not just being hit straight into the dirt. Like he's putting that full swing through on the barrel of the bat, like how Paul broke it down for us a couple weeks ago. So if you're not subscribing to us and you're not here for these post games, you're not following Walk It Off, and you're not tapped into Justin Babin, and you're not tapped into DC Billiot, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Everything that we've been talking about came into culmination tonight. Go ahead, David.
I was going to say emphatic. Like that's the word we've been looking for Derek Curiel's swings. That's what he didn't have, early on the first couple of weeks. Everything the last few games has been emphatic. Like he's like throwing that barrel through the zone and just driving the ball, and then tonight he finally got one elevated, and my goodness, was that a bomb.
Yeah, I don't think he hit that one. Like, I don't think he ever hit anything that far. Like, you could definitely see. You talked about going into the preseason, it was like he gained a lot of muscle over the offseason, and he absolutely demolished that baseball. Like,
Dave, I don't know if you know this off the top of your head, but if anybody would, it'd be you. How many pitches was that at bat?
I really don't remember, to be honest with you. It got so crazy with the home runs in those first 3 innings, like first 4 innings. Like I couldn't even, and even that one, like I'm trying to post a video of him, coming around and scoring, and before I can even type out what I'm posting, Jake Brown goes deep again, and then next thing you know, Milam's going deep, and then next thing you know, Kate Aaron Bees. It was so chaotic up there for those first few innings where I just could not keep up with anything. So I'm not sure.
That's a good problem to have. But when I last looked at it, it was a full count. He had just foul tipped, so it was pitch 6. And I looked away for a second, so I don't know if there was a 7th pitch. And then next thing you know, he cracked the bat in half and blew the park wide open. So it was at least a 7 or 8 pitch at bat. And that's the one thing about Derek Curiel at bats that I love, is that he gets the pitcher deep into a count. And when he gets that, he typically goes for multiple bases if he makes a hit. it's very rare that once he gets you to 8 or 9 pitches that he gets sat down. And if
Right.
he does, he's doing damage. Um, Paul said he hit the one and he hit like the one and he hit in scrimmage. I got videos from scrimmages that look mighty familiar. And no, Paul, you're right. Like the one that you hit earlier from spring ball was a monster blast. A monster blast. What's up, Austin? Thank you for tapping in.
Austin?
I was about to say it's late, but it ain't that late where you are. You're an hour behind us. Shut up. Scrimmages in full count as well. And see that's just going to my point. Exactly. Paul's saying that in scrimmages, those would leave on full counts as well. It's a skill, to be able to get a pitcher deep into that count, fight them off, and then make them really pay. Having that at the top of the lineup is it's ridiculous.
Deadly.
It's unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfair.
Yeah.
It really is, because you're gonna see him 4 or 5 times in a game, and he's
Right.
gonna make you work. Like that's ridiculous.
And let me tell you where it gets even better is when you put Chris Stanfield back there in that 9 spot, who's leading the team in SEC hitting, and then you got him on base for Curiel to do what he's doing. Yeah,
You got a second leadoff
You ripped
hitter.
it right from me. You ripped it right from me. It's the thing I've
Sorry.
been preaching. No, I'm not mad at it at all. I feel good about that because it just lets me know I know a little bit about this. I'm learning.
Yep.
I'm
Oh,
learning.
dude, we know that. We know that.
I'm showing y'all, like that double lead off, that 9-1 is so. And so think about this for a quick second. Just imagine just how much worse this game could have been if Chris Stanfield would have been at 9. Because he's on base for 2 of those doubles that Derek Curiel hit. For at least 1 or 2. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another run added to the score.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, like it's oh my God. Like this is the team that we've been waiting to see. Like, we knew that the potential was there, right?
Well,
I
said it coming into the season, and it's unfortunate with like Stanfield not being able to play. I thought with the returning talent you had with Brown, Curiel, and Stanfield, I thought you could have the best outfield in the country. Like, I really thought you could have the best outfit in the country coming into this season, because you talk about guys who are national champions, like veterans, experience, and all. Like, Chris Stanfield led this team in batting average in SEC play last season. Like, Chris Stanfield, like, that's the guy you're missing. You're missing the guy who was leading the team in batting average.
I called that.
And doubles for a while too.
And doubles.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you're missing that guy. And like, that's what, like, getting him back is like that. When you get him back, that's going to help. Like, that's going to add to, like, having him as really, I call him as your second leadoff guy. Your second leadoff guy, turning the order over, putting, runners on base for Curiel, like, having that option. And Jay used it all year last year, and he, when Stanfield's in the lineup, he's going to use it all year this year. Having that second leadoff guy, like, getting Chris Stanfield back is going to be big for this team. So, yeah.
I feel like I'm becoming a baseball guy, David. Like, I feel like I'm making you proud, man.
You are.
I feel like I'm making you proud, man. Some of the takes that I'm having are starting to come into fruition, and like I'm proud of myself because of you and Paul, man. Like, I just want to make y'all proud. That's all I want to do. I don't want to embarrass y'all. And Justin too, man. Like, having you on here and being able to hold a conversation with you 3 baseball giants is man, it makes me feel good. I'm not dead weight. I'm not dead weight.
Nope,
so
not at all.
Here's the thing that we couldn't really talk about too much was the fielding. And the reason we couldn't talk about it too much is because Case looked like he was trying to go perfect.
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay, for all the people at the first 2 weekends of the season, first 8 games, after the first 8 games, 8-0. The number one thing I was hearing from everybody, the number one complaint, people were texting me about it all the time. I don't think Casey Evans is the Friday guy. I don't know if he's the Friday guy. After the 6 games before this one, with all the problems you had, I don't want to hear anybody talking about the starting rotation. I don't want to hear anybody talking about the starting rotation because you saw the real issues in the last 6 games before this one, and it's not Casey Evans, and it's not this starting rotation. I'll say it again. This is the best, 3 weeks into the season now. This is the best spot a Friday through Sunday starting rotation has looked 3 weeks going into the season. The best it's been and looked in any season Jay Johnson has been here so far. You have William Schmidt on a Sunday.
Right.
So anybody who wants to remove Kaysen, my question to them always remains the same. For who? For who? Are you want to ruin your advantage you have on Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, to me,
so for what? The lineup, the rotation to me is set as best as you can have because any team that wants to try to pitch off is setting themselves up for failure. You have a better chance at hoping and praying Kaysen is off because if you got to get to Cooper Williams and William Schmidt, and if they're on, you're facing 3 Friday night guys. Plain and simple. 3 SEC Friday night arms are your starting pitchers. So anybody who wants to move Kaysen off of that point, please shut up.
I have to imagine. I'm not going to pretend like I know any other team in the country anywhere near as well as I know LSU. But I'd have a hard time believing that there's a better 3-man rotation in the country right now. Like there's just no way. It's impossible. Not impossible. It's very hard to find a team that's got a full consistent 3-man rotation in general. Just having a Sunday guy, like normally it's a 1-2 punch kind of thing. And then you just, hope that you have a serviceable guy. Like we think about a couple years ago, it was, obviously he turned into an ace last year when he went to Auburn, but Sam Dutton in 2022 as a freshman was your Sunday guy. And you were just hoping to get like 4 innings out of him, only giving up like 3 or 4 runs. You were happy with that, and like now you got a guy that could be a potential Friday night guy if he continues to develop the way he is.
You got a guy that could potentially go 9 innings. Like he's got it.
I told Carter asked me last night. He said he asked how I felt about the potential of this team, where they still end up considering the slump. And I said I still think they win 18 SEC games. Like I really do. And then he said, what makes you think that it's not as bad? And I said because of the weekend rotation. Like it's gonna be hard for any team to beat 2 of those 3 guys any given weekend. Like you got to beat 2 of them. Like I just don't see that happening. I see it happening less than it happens than they actually do. Like I just it's elite, man. It really is, and we're only seeing the beginning of it. Casey Evans is getting better and better. Jay told everyone go do your research and compare Kaysen's second and third start of the season to Cade Anderson's second and third start of last year. Shout out John Eads who went and did that homework because that's what John Eads does. But it was like identical, like almost identical to what Kaysen's was. And then he follows it up. And I bet if you go compare Cade Anderson's 4th start of the season to what Kaysen's was tonight, it'll probably be pretty damn similar. It probably will.
How many starts was this for Kaysen?
This was his 7th start.
Or
season.
This
7 total.
Season.
4. Yeah.
So he started on Friday 4 times. And people want to move him from starting 4 times. People weren't crying for Spencer Rattler to not be starting after 7 games as an NFL quarterback. But y'all want a Friday night first-time starter to not be the Friday night guy?
Well, my thing is I had people still texting me about it, after last weekend. And my argument was in 27 innings this weekend with the 3 starters you had on the mound, you gave up 3 runs. And after that, you want them to make a move. You want them to make a move after having only given up 3 runs in 27 innings. You're saying, I want them to make a move after that performance. It doesn't make sense.
It's so stupid. Like, my thing is this. Like, I don't understand anybody who was focused on the pitching at any point last weekend. Like, you sound dumb. If you score runs, the pitching takes care of itself. The pitching did what the pitching was supposed to do. Go ahead, David.
You now 10-0 in weekend games behind those 3
10-0
guys.
with those 3
so
guys
you mean
on
to
the
tell
mound.
me on Friday, Saturday, Sunday we haven't lost a game?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
Only on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, right? The days where people got to go to work. When the 3 guys who the 3 best defensive players, the 3 best pitchers, the 3 best arms step onto the field, LSU is undefeated. That's what you're trying to tell me? And people want to ruin that rotation. Y'all,
it doesn't
really
make sense.
Y'all, and then the fire Nate Yeski comments as well.
Wow.
Gotta be joking, right? Like, they gotta be joking. They can't be serious.
I mean, I guess he did fail. Kaysen didn't go perfect. He didn't throw 5 immaculate innings. He didn't. He ended up giving up 2 earned runs. He should have been a perfect game shutout and finished the game at 7 innings. Like, he should have thrown at least no more than 32 pitches in this 7 inning shutout. Like, shut up, man. Like, just shut up.
I would say if there's any more doubters out there, what are they doing? There shouldn't be, but I would imagine just knowing people that there's at least one out there somewhere that you can find that's still going to question it after tonight. But
I mean,
yeah,
Yeski's been to Omaha with 4 different schools. He's been to Omaha with 4 different schools.
How about Yeski doesn't want to leave? How about Yeski doesn't want to leave? How about Yeski does not want to leave? How about for the first time we've had a pitching coach be here for multiple seasons?
Yeah. Yep.
Like, that was the biggest thing. And I think like you guys have such an issue with forgetting where we come from and how difficult it was to get stability in that room from a pitching coach standpoint, and how vital it is with Jay being a hitting coach. Jay not only was able to recruit elite pitching coaches, so elite that they were able to go take bigger jobs, he found a guy that is the guy of guys who loves doing just that and does not want to leave LSU. And y'all want to run him off? Why? I mean, he's only produced what? I don't know, a first round pick. I mean, he's got another one on the way. And then he's got another one on the way after that one. And another one on the way after that one. And then they recruited some more that are loading in the bullpen now. Like, do y'all know that, like, pitchers do get better? Like, it's
they develop.
Like, they don't just come out ready to go. And Joker, thanks for joining, man. We appreciate you being here tonight. So pumped after tonight's game. I know what you're trying to say. Paul says in the chat, everyone who wanted to move a Friday guy to Sunday. Let's remember the last time a Friday guy got moved to Sunday. Do you remember his name? Paul didn't answer your question, by the way. That guy who was moved was Thatcher Hurd.
And he went back to bullpen.
Yeah, he went back to full. And
people, go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
Again, like, just look at the numbers, folks. 2 seasons, Nate, yes, he's been here. You finished both of those seasons leading the nation in strikeouts as a pitching staff. And you're number 1 currently in strikeouts in the SEC. Again. Like, every single year, you're leading the country in strikeouts, and you want to get rid of the guy.
So you're telling me LSU is the best at the thing that they're calling for the coach to get fired at? Sometimes our fans can be so stupid.
And then identifying transfer portal arms, too. Like, think about the transfer portal arms they've identified.
Preach, Justin.
Luke Holman and Gage Jump. Like, who do you think identified them? Who do you think identified Anthony Hines? Who do you think identified Cooper Moore?
Somebody got to
who
flame this because
identified
Justin
those
is
guys?
cooking right now.
Bro, listen, being part of this at the same time as he's like, I've seen him do this before. Getting to be part of it right now is like giving me goosebumps, man. I'm like all fired up.
Like,
Justin, you're all over it, man.
You're
I mean,
cooking right now, Justin.
You identified those guys. Who did? It was Nate Yeski.
Man,
Yep.
we gotta chill. Like, I know I was fired up and pissed off on Wednesday night, and it's because the lack of effort was completely missing. And that's something we all knew. It's something Jay wouldn't come out and absolutely say because he doesn't throw his team under the bus. He's not the type of coach. If anything, he's going to take things on himself. He's going to figure out what things he can do differently to motivate the teams and make corrections in-house. I don't think that those comments that I was saying weren't 9 times out of 10 being made in the dugout in the bullpen. Like you could tell that the entitlement was there, but tonight the Tigers showed up, and it was a bunch of boys who were playing for LSU. They looked on the other side of the field and said, "Oh, you're Sacramento State. We're Louisiana State. Let us show you the difference." And they did just that. They did just that.
And I promise you, Vanderbilt was watching. They're going to see the results of tonight and be like, "Shit!" Like
Wrong
they
week.
may have got it. They may have got it. They may be back. Everyone who's been dancing on LSU's graves for the last week. Who just putting fake trophies on their
World
their
Series
shelf.
wins.
Yeah, just thinking
midweek World Series game, something
reading
that
the
never
funeral
get to.
rites, everything, and then it's like just hold the
I
man.
pray,
Like
I pray for the day that we can get ULL in the box for a regional. I pray for the day that we can get that sap-sucking phony ass school who thinks that they're a power in anything. The only thing that they're a power in is getting on our damn nerves and pretending that they're a legitimate Louisiana school. No, you suck so bad you have 2 L's. That's how much you suck. Yes, you beat us on Wednesday. Congratulations. Thank you for giving us the juice that we needed to get our swagger back. I pray to God that you have to come, because one thing is true. You'll never be good enough to where we have to travel to Lafayette for a regional. So please, Jesus, please, baseball gods, align it to where ULL has to come to the box for a regional. And you have to be locked in that cage with that tiger. And you got to figure out a way to put it to sleep, not just for one game on a fucking Wednesday.
I need it.
But for a full weekend when you got to see William Schmidt, Cooper Moore, and Kason Evans. You bunch of losers.
They wouldn't see all 3 of them. Even if it's like in a super, they wouldn't see all 3 because they wouldn't win one of them.
They wouldn't win one. They'd have to. That's why I said one or them. Please, you raggedy bastards. Please.
You're cracking me up.
Please line up.
Has Paul said the Dustin Crawfish thing yet?
No, I'm looking for it. I was looking for it.
Where's the comment, Paul? Where's the comment, Paul?
I'm looking for it. Oh my God, I was looking for it. So boot up. Thank you for joining, man. Has a ULM alumni, but diehard LSU fan. I hated getting beat by ULL. Trust
Everybody
me.
hated it.
We did too. We definitely did too. It's like I feel about ULL. So baseball is different. For the Saints, I'm a diehard Saints fan. If it's a bad season, I know it's a bad season. If we go 3-13, beating Atlanta twice and Dallas once, I'm good. When I know we're gonna have a bad season, as long as we beat those teams, I'm fine. For LSU, we lose every midweek game in baseball, but we beat UL. That's 100% fucking win for me. Like, regardless how the postseason goes, like it's them for them. There it is. Those crawfish dusting morons.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank
There
you.
it
Thank
is.
you. Thank
There
you.
you go, Paul.
Joker said we had the left fielder for West Virginia last year call us out after the game. We got to him so bad.
I forgot about that.
I look, I want ULL in the box for the regional. Like, I'm so sick of them parading around these midweek World Series champs. Like, that's how sad you are.
Yeah.
You beat up on a pitcher who's not even gonna see action in the postseason, and you're parading that around.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even beat our Sunday guy.
Yeah. I mean, not just ULL wanting to write us off. I'm sure there's other SEC teams who wanted to write us off as well. And I'm sure they wanted to last year after the Auburn series.
Yep.
I'm sure they wanted to last year after the series at A&M.
We had our own fans writing us off after the
who ended up winning the 8th national championship in program history.
Yep.
Like I like adversity is a part of baseball. And I know I've admitted it on my show a ton this week. This offense they didn't look good in the past 6 games. I can be honest about that. But I can say the caveat of I trust this coaching staff.
Same.
And I trust the talent that this team has. And they're going to figure it out.
You know how amazing it is for us to be able to say that about football now?
Hit the we're spoiled.
And baseball. Hit the we're spoiled. Oh, yes. Please. Don't tempt me with a good time.
You know what?
You know, I got
you're spoiled. You're spoiled. You know what? You're spoiled.
Because we are.
You're spoiled.
In a good way.
I'm very spoiled. I have a $40 million roster for football. We're bankrolling the shit out of our school because we're paying our football head coach $91 million. We're paying our former head coach $54 million to leave us the hell alone, but he still wants to bring us up because, you know, we're doing things that he didn't even realize we could do because that's how much he sucked at his job. Our baseball team's absolutely crushing it. It's the envy of the SEC. And the thing that pissed us off the most, and I understand I understand where the frustration comes from, it's because this is the potential that we knew that this team had. We've just been waiting to see it. We didn't understand why we weren't.
Well, because we had seen it. That's what's frustrating. Like it's not like we started the season and it was just like this. We had seen it, and then it just disappeared.
It just disappeared.
So it was like we knew it was in there, like because it was just 2 weeks ago, you know. And then that's why we've been saying, like Justin said, you know, the trust in the coaching staff and that they're going to come around. It was never like if they come around; it was when they come around, you know. And there you go. There it was.
Just obviously want to see him build on it in consecutive games. Because, like, one game is great, but just build on it and have a good weekend overall. Like,
exactly.
You know, just like
this was a fantastic start to the weekend.
Yeah.
That can all be tarnished if we put up 3 runs and a 3-2 win tomorrow. Like, it will instantly come back like, okay, well, that was a fluke.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, but this is a good way to erase the feelings and emotions of the last 2 weeks. I mean, immediately. Like, if it would have been 10-5, we would have felt better. But the fact that you blew the doors open by the 4th inning, and it's like, okay, so this is the LSU baseball team we knew we had. We knew that they could be, and they're showing that they have that potential. But like we said, that consistency definitely has to come in this weekend for the full slate of the weekend. David, do you think that that the Sunday game will get moved for the weather?
I don't know if it will, but it can. So normally a Sunday game, you're never going to see it get moved back because of like travel restrictions and such. But when we were waiting for Jay in the presser, Bill Franquez came in. He was the one you probably saw, like everyone tweeted at the same time that the game was moved to 2. Franquez told us, was like, hey, I'll get the scoop first. Tomorrow's game has been moved to 2. And then he did mention that Sacramento State does not have to travel back home on Sunday, so there is no restrictions as far as the time goes. So if it needs to be moved back on Sunday, it actually can be moved back. So it could go up or down based on the weather. It's not fixated. You're not gonna have to worry about like them just having to cancel it or something like that. It's possible to go either way.
No, and Paul says, and he still sucks at golf. He's not even good at not working. He's referring to Mr. Burger King, Brian Kelly, flame broiled Whopper patty himself.
This is what we talked about though, AP. Me and we and Paul, we talked about it Wednesday. I said that, I know Paul wants to see, more through Creighton. We talked about it, and he said, we said that if they win by 8 to 10 runs, all 3 games this weekend, that's what they're supposed to do. But we talked about this after. They hadn't even been doing what they were supposed to do. So
right.
if they do what they're supposed to do this weekend, even if it's not 11-run win, if it's 7 or 8, then that's like a giant, step in the right direction.
So is Mason Braun going to be in left field again?
Possibly, because it's a right-handed starter. Well, we don't know. I don't know if they confirmed it for sure. We're expecting a guy named Kurt Martin to throw tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's right-handed, so possibly. I mean, he had a base hit tonight. He went 1 for 3. But you will see Cerna at catcher. We know that. So I'd expect Aaron Beatty to DH. So if Braun's going to be in there, it'd be at left field. So I think he's kind of got the lead on Simpson and Reeves at this point.
It looks like, he's been more consistent at the plate. Tiger Joker says, so question, guys. LOL, I'm at the gym right now. Once it strikes midnight, does it count for 2 days going?
That's an incredible loophole.
No, sir. You started in 1 day. You go and you left in another day. So technically you didn't go for 2 days. You left on 1 day. And you showed up on 1 day, you left on another day. So that doesn't work like that. Paul says, not gonna lie, this team could use a rain out on Sunday. And
no, you need to keep this momentum going.
Yeah.
I don't want Schmidt because that would mess up. That could mess up Schmidt's rhythm, and that would be terrible.
Yeah, Paul, you don't want that take. No, we want to keep this thing rolling. We need the rhythm. Paul says, Braun DH, Beatty gets the rest day. Watch ABs and chart.
Maybe I don't think that's gonna happen, but maybe
we shall see. Look. Only thing I can say is this: vibes are high. This has been the best Friday, personally, I've had all year. I'm so glad that we got the win in dominating fashion. Nostradamus title. Finally got me one. I wanted to get that off my back.
And he hit 3.
And he hit 3. He hit 3. He hit 3 of them things. Come on, man. I should get something. I should get a baseball card.
I was so close to picking him today, too. I was so close to picking him today. And I was like,
it's funny because normally I'll have a follow my first thought issue where I'll pick somebody and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go here. And then I'll waffle with it. And I text them all the time. I really wanted to go with this one at first, but I didn't. But today I was like, nah, I'm going with Jake. I'm feeling it. I got my hat on. Jake's about to get on this thing. We rolling with it. So, and hey, Joker, I'm not mad that my wife beat me to it. I praised it. I love it. My wife went first swing at the plate. First pitch.
Batting 1,000.
Crushed it. She
batting
crushed
1,000.
I'm so glad she did. We went back to back in my household, Jack. That's another crown within itself. You know what I'm saying? We are hot, baby.
That Parker household is running it.
Yeah, we are hot, baby. So let's get some final thoughts here, guys. We're 45 minutes in. It's 11:48. About to hit the next day. We got a 2:00 game. David's gonna be there, so he's got to get his rest and get ready. He's got to write a recap.
I'm about to
deep dive.
Oh, that's written already. I'm about to jump. I'm about to go help pay for Lane Kiffin's salary.
Brother, I have been donating. I have been donating and doing my part faithfully. Okay, Todd, I'm not even mad at it either, brother. I'm not. Gas prices going up anyway. You know, it just is what it is.
Right.
Gas prices and paying and buying canes, this is part of the economy at this point. Life. Justin,
Lord forgive me, I'm eating meat.
if you wait 10 minutes,
That's true.
go
I'll
in
get
there,
it and I'll just
go
you're
in,
right.
go in there, get a drink, and tell them, look, I'm gonna order at midnight. Like,
I'm trying to make sure they don't close at midnight. I'm looking it up right now.
I think they close at 1. Which one are
At
you
1.
at?
In Hammond.
Yeah, I think they close at 1. Hold on, I'll go.
Okay.
Justin, give me a final thought for you for the night.
Well, again, it was just great to see this offense finally break out after a tough week.
David,
like
they close at
over
3
a little bit over a tough
3, you said?
week. Like
3.
that was obviously, but like just breaking out as an offense. And the number one thing I love to see is, you know, so many guys. Jake Brown had the best night, of course, with 3 bombs and all of that. But I love seeing what Derek Curiel is doing at the plate right now.
Mhm.
I'm really, really happy with how he is looking at the plate right now. And I'm just happy with how the Tigers did it tonight. You got to build on it. You want to have a good weekend. Because next weekend, you're heading to Nashville. Put a good weekend together, pitching and hitting offensively this weekend. Go out and dominate Saturday and Sunday. This was a awesome start to the weekend for the Tigers.
David, what you got, my man?
I mean, yeah, it's hard not to be, you know, thrilled with what we saw from the offense. And it's not just you know, I never did get to do my assignment that you and I talked about, where I went back and saw how many innings they had more than, you know, 2 hits, you know, in the same inning.
Yeah.
I know it had to be 3 or less, you know, going back to Tuesday. But, you know, seeing them do that and not just the hits, you know, just see the power come back, you know, like that was good to see. But I
I want bread.
seeing and Brett, what's he talking
Meredith
about?
had food waiting for you. And
Oh,
bread.
oh, damn. See, all right, my bad, Paul.
My swiped my
Tomorrow.
bread for me last week.
But
I
seeing
still love it though.
seeing Kaysen build off of, you know, his last start and continue that upwards trend, you know, where he's just going to continue to elevate until an SEC ace, was just what made me feel great. And he said after the game too, he was asked, you know, Jay had mentioned that they, you know, were happy to get him out with 72 pitches and not have to push it. He said anytime, yeah. I'm gonna post that video, by the way. I asked Jay a question tonight finally. I asked him, you know, about that. And he said that they just any chance you can get your starter out, you know, with a big lead like that, you know, they're happy to do it. But Kaysen was asked if the 6th inning, him giving up, you know, the 3 hits and the 2 runs, had anything to do with like fatigue at that point. And he was like, absolutely not. He said, I just didn't execute a couple pitches and they hit him. So he said, I was still full of energy, ready to go further, you know, and push 100 if I needed to. So that was Kaysen's performance was great to see.
No, I think that's my signing off point for that too. I think Kaysen honestly is my player of the game. Like you allowed the bats to be themselves. You go perfect through 3-4 innings all damn near, and
5.
Yeah, you go perfect through 5 innings. Like that's absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, it's you got pitches running up to almost 100. Like
that was crazy. Like that was crazy.
Like
being 99 on the gun in the first inning.
Me and Justin
I was like,
oh
my goodness.
Yeah.
Changeup was absolutely filthy, and then you
so
throwing 99 right up their ass. Like, please, oh my god! Like it was nice to see. Of course, the bats finally coming around. Jake Brown, 3 home runs, a single. Derek Curiel, 2 doubles, a home run. Like Milam finally gets off the slump, pimps a home run to right center field, and I mean it was fun, man.
Finally, we were happy about Milam taking his time getting out of the boxing.
Finally.
Let me say, I do want to shout out Jake Brown. Just equaled his home run total from last year.
With how many less at bats?
113, I think it was.
That's crazy. It's
insane.
That's crazy.
That's
And let me, I've said it a bunch, but like if you've listened to us, which you should be doing, you've heard me say this before. 6 of Jake's 8 home runs last year came in SEC play. So don't think that he's going to slow down just because the competition is about to ramp up. He did this against competition last year when he was only playing half the time. It's yeah.
It's about to get nasty. If the Tigers can finish out this weekend with at least half the pace they set tonight, going into Nashville next week is going to be a thing to see. And I got my best friend stays out in Nashville. One of my best friends stays out in Nashville, and he's a diehard Florida Gator fan. Sucks for you. You lost a High Point on a Friday night. Sorry,
Did
buddy.
they?
Yes.
Did they? Wow.
7-2. 7-2. 7 hits,
Man.
2 runs.
Oh my goodness.
So there you go. Yeah, we lost to UL on Wednesday.
They lost 2
UL
Friday games this year.
And y'all have lost 2 Friday games.
They lost the opening day to UAB too.
Yep.
That's not good for Liam Peterson.
No, it's not good at all.
Yeah,
Suck.
I forgot.
I can't stand Sully, so I'm happy. I can't stand him.
Right. It just clicked in my head, this stat when I was writing my recap. The 15 runs tonight are a smidge over half the total runs that you scored in the last 6 games.
Yeah, 29 runs in the previous 6 games, I think it was.
Yeah.
You scored
29.
15 tonight.
He scored 15 tonight. And 10 of them came in one game. Like if it wasn't for that Northeastern game, like it would be even crazier.
It'd be worse. Well, guess what, guys?
Tigers win.
Tigers win, baby. Tigers win. Paul says, I promise I'll still support you guys, even though I'm. Shut up, Paul. I'm not Ross. No, shut up, Paul.
It's one show, Paul.
Justin will be here too, okay? Like, Paul, stop getting in your feelings. Like, you do this, you did it with David before with Zach. Right? Like, you're not, nobody's replacing you. You are a fixture here, sir. You're like bad grass. We can't get rid of you. You know what it's hitting for. You're just at work. Well,
dude's a fool.
Yeah, he is. Well, I'm about to hit this outro. Make sure y'all all get home. Be safe wherever you are. Joker, enjoy your workout. Don't make sure you go back to the gym tomorrow because it doesn't count for 2 days. Okay. You gotta be consistent. Be consistent. Okay. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Gotta do like Hola Mayo says, respect your body.
Yep.
Be nice. Be kind, be the difference that you want to see in the world. It is free to be nice. Say hello, say thank you, smile. Your smile can change and save someone's life. So please be that smile. It is easy for us to smile right now. Tigers put up 15 runs, absolute domination over Sacramento State. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Love you guys, and we are